All right, welcome back to another film breakdown. This is Duke versus Kansas, obviously. A lot of good, some things need to work on, a lot of clips. All right, so I won't waste any more time talking about the game. We'll talk about the clips, starting with the first possession of the game.
Coming back for another year, running the point for Duke, and at times, Caden Boozer, Cam Boozer's younger brother, there's Boozer right away off a back cut.
I mean, Duke just carved up Kansas, and this back screen action, back cut action all game, starting with the first play of the game. Back screen for Cam Boozer, wide open. Isaiah Evans, really good screen. And when you make a good screen like this, like Isaiah does, it just frees up for him to get a shot off. So, like, if, say, Gungba missed Cam Boozer here on this, Isaiah is all of a sudden wide open, creating separation for himself. Nice play by John Shire to start the game, 2-0 Duke.
If he can score inside, where that gives Kansas a post presence, that can be really good for the.
If you watched the scouting report video, film breakdown on Kansas going into the game, what did I say? I said they were susceptible to giving up transition buckets after made baskets against UNC. That happened a few times, and then the second possession of the game for Duke, it happened.
Post presence, that can be really good for the Jayhawks. But a 3 points in the game since, but that's a good start for a guy that can get hot in a hurry.
Dunga tried the handoff, almost broken up there by Dame Sarr.
Now, this happened a couple of times in the game. There's another clip with Dame where he's on the ball. Like, Gungba's a pretty good defense on Badunga to where Badunga has to, shovel pass to set a screen here. Nice hands by Dame. And Dame's on the ball. Like, stay. Gungba has your guy. Instead, Sarr just leaves the guy with the ball on his straight line drive, and then Cam Boozer's put on a poster because Dame just left the ball.
Foster, and it's taken away by Rosario.
Not sure anybody plays harder than Cole Rosario.
Bill Self's a big fan. He likes Tiller.
All right, a couple things here. It's a good idea of a pass by Caleb Foster, but it's just a little too high, and then Rosario knocks it away because Kansas is aggressive. You want to get that sooner to Gungba. And now, how does this happen? Gungba stops running. Like, this is on Gungba right here, where Cam Boozer is stopping ball. Gungba, you need to keep running with, I think that's Tiller, and Dame needs to get down there too. There's kind of just both trotting, but Gungba stops to the ball instead of going with Tiller. It's wide open, and then it's a dunk. And if you think that, I might be wrong here on saying it's Gungba's fault, just watch Duke's bench. Evan Bradds immediately stands up and is getting on Gungba, clapping like, hey, you need to get back. So the transition points in the first half early in this game, Kansas made it easy because Duke wasn't getting back and running hard in transition defense.
But hard on defense.
Trey White, the senior from Dallas, playing for his 4th team. USC, Louisville, Illinois, and now in his senior year at Kansas Jayhawks.
Up screen for the screener. Double team. And
just a really good play by Cam Boozer passing out of this double team. Kansas did this against Cooper Flagg last year, where they would trap Cooper, but they trapped Cooper when he put the ball on the floor. I didn't understand the wrinkle with Cam Boozer of trapping him when he on the catch because he's so good at passing. It's arguably his best asset is his vision and his passing. And you're letting him now have a open vision to see a rim run in Gungba, who's cutting. Great hands by Pat. Pat has such soft hands, even in traffic, lays it in. But Kansas kept trapping Cam Boozer, and it was leading to open layups for Duke.
Evans off the screen. Hesitates, left it short, and down with it White. Kansas running again. White forcing the issue. And
again, that's just too easy. Isaiah misses a layup here. Duke's trying to get back. Dame gets bumped and tries to sell it, but good no call. But Cam Boozer he's kind of lollygagging right here. Like, Gungba has two. Gungba's fine. He's protecting the rim, and he sees the cutter to his left and Rosario. Cam Boozer's just kind of like standing straight up and not really affecting anything. That's just kind of lazy defense on Cam, and it results in 2 points. And that was the story of the first 10 minutes of the game, really. It's just Duke wasn't showing any toughness in the paint, which was pretty frustrating as Kansas had 40 points in the paint.
lays it in.
nobody stopped without
moves lightning quick. Misses wide left on the runner. And back come the Blue Devils. Boozer for three.
That's just not the shot, you know. That's not in the arsenal for Cam right now. Is a transition three like this in a high leverage game just not a good look. And get a better look than that, and you know, I had to clip it.
Out. He can really stretch the floor. They're picking pop with it.
That's Jaden Dawson, number 1 with the ball. A transfer from Loyola Chicago. Council gets out of trouble, finds Dawson. They still got some time. White lobs it inside. Bedunga with Malik Brown on him, throws it through.
My MVP on the rewatch, Malik Brown. Doesn't look like it in the box score, never will. This is Malik Brown's first possession of the game. The first possession of the game, because it was a late media timeout and it results in a shot clock violation because number 6 is just so active everywhere he goes. Just look at the way he blitzes that ball screen and makes Council pick up his dribble in the coaching box. Then he hustles back, gets back to Bedunga. Kansas trying to get into something. Bedunga's trying to fight over Malik Brown, and Malik Brown's just not letting him. I said in the preview, like, you got to be physical with Bedunga first. Malik Brown's being physical. He is not letting Bedunga get open. Now they're kind of freaking out. Here's a tough entry pass. Bedunga's way outside of his comfort zone where he's catching that ball. Can't go to work. Tries to throw it over to Tiller. I think it is Tiller, and throws it out of bounds. And just an outstanding play by Malik Brown.
Flection's got great hands defensively.
John Shire feels he has at least 2 elite defenders, Malik Brown and the freshman Dame Sarr. Well, whips it cross court to Nicholas Hamenya. Another member of the freshman class. And
Again, that whole offense possession set up by Malik Brown. Just throwing the skip pass to Hamenya, and now entry pass to Cam Boozer, and here comes the double team on the catch, which is just, I think, not a good defensive wrinkle for Kansas, and it burned them, and Malik Brown gets 2 points.
there by Brown for 3 from the floor very early in this one, though, as he gets good position underneath, can't lay it in.
Well, reminiscent of that opening half of his season against Texas where Cam Boozer couldn't get anything going, but had a great second half.
And then 5-point swing right here. A hell of a pass by Malik Brown, just anticipating Cam Boozer's going to be open. I mean, he's throwing that right now. Rosario is showing to Cam Boozer, but Malik Brown knows that he has the angle, and Cam Boozer has this guy beat. And Cam's got to finish these around the rim, man. He's 48% around the rim in the half court for Duke. He's missing some easy bunnies. And I know he wants to get a foul call there, but it's like the LeBron effect. He's so strong, he's not going to get those fouls. He's got to play through contact and finish those, and then it leads to a transition 3 by Kansas. And here was kind of miscommunication with Malik Brown as he's telling Caden Boozer to take the wing or take the corner as Caden Boozer is taking the wing because Malik Brown, I guess, is thinking he's going to get Bedunga. I'm not really sure what Malik Brown's doing there, but that's like the one time Malik kind of screwed up and results in a transition 3.
Kansas needs their scoring without Darren Peterson in the lineup.
Little bump there, but they play on. Evans trying to drive on White, and the shooter gets on.
I mean, that's tough as hell. That's tough as hell from Slim. If Slim's going to be this type of scorer for Duke where he can take his guy off the dribble like that, play through contact, yell and one, just it's going to be he's robbing. He's going to be robbing to Cam Boozer's Batman. And so far in 2 big games, Slim has showed up. And he's called Showtime Slim for something.
This year.
Rosario off to Bedunga.
Now just trying to get some back cuts.
Great cut there by.
So right here, just Caden Boozer loses his man. Went back a little too far. But as you see here coming up, that it's a nice little play. They're going to switch this. Now Cam Boozer's going to stay with Rosario, or Caden Boozer, sorry, is going to stay with Rosario the whole time. And initially, he's thinking him and Isaiah are going to switch, but Isaiah's good. Isaiah's got his man. Caden just loses Rosario on the backdoor cut, results in a dunk.
Rosario,
Really size and really good length.
Council looking inside Tiller. And he back down Brown. Kicks it back out to Council. Floats up a prayer, not close.
I mean, just a fantastic defense possession. And the guy that set the tempo and set the tone, Malik Brown. Malik Brown. Going to switch. Melvin Council is quick as hell. He got to the rim anytime he really wanted to because Duke was kind of putting too much ball pressure, in my opinion, on him. Malik Brown has given him great space here. Make a guy that has not made a three on the season yet in this shoot the shot. Melvin Council doesn't want to shoot it. Now Kansas' offense is stagnant. Duke gets back to switching. Malik Brown's telling Cam Boozer, hey, get out here on the guard. He's got Bryson Tiller. Look where Bryson Tiller is catching this damn ball on a post-up. He ain't doing anything with it because Malik Brown is just being active. Look at him just swipe it. Make it uncomfortable for Tiller. Tiller's getting nowhere. Now he's throwing it to Council, and then Council is trying to get bailed out on a foul call here. Doesn't get it.
Rosario for three. And Evans might have gotten a piece of that and gets the slam at the other end.
Just Kevin Love right there. Kevin Love 2.0, air ball three, just chest pass, right in rhythm to Slim, punches it. Great basketball.
Wow. Shot clock turned off here at the end of the first half. Cameron Boozer up top. Evans launches, hits.
I love this play. Melvin Council had no idea what the hell he was doing right here. He had no idea what was going on. It looks like it's going to be an ISO to Caden Boozer. So it's man-to-man, but, they are taking all the driving lanes away from Cam Boozer. Here comes a ghost screen by Isaiah Evans. While Isaiah is going to set the ghost screen, Caden Boozer is cutting out of the frame. So where Caden Boozer is leaving from, that's where Isaiah Evans is going. So they are essentially switching places. And Melvin Council is supposed to be guarding Caden Boozer. He loses Caden Boozer as he's watching Cam Boozer. So he looks for Caden. He's like, oh, shit, where's my guy? Let me turn back. My guy went to the deep corner. Oh, shit. Isaiah Evans all of a sudden is where my guy was. And then mouth on Rosario. Just a great play by Duke that really screwed up Kansas right before halftime.
Guys had a foul trouble and get right back in this game as the second half is underway over the State Farm Champions Classic. White looking inside. Badunga. Good defense by Gungba. But Badunga.
I mean, that's a grown man play by Badunga. You just can't give that up. Gungba is going to give me tough in this film breakdown right now. But Badunga does a good job being patient. Gungba is you can't gamble here. Like, great defense here. There's no reason to overplay this on a pass out. Because now you're giving up the baseline, which is essentially what happens, and then just the wingspan that Badunga has to finish that. Just a really good play by him.
Boozer again passes out of the double team. Good hustle by Badunga, but it winds up in the hands of Sarr.
Again, they try to double Duke, doesn't work. The ball goes through Pat Gungba's hands, but stays alive. And then Dame Sarr picks up his third assist of the season. This is something that Dame Sarr I would love to see more out of, is when he drives, dump that off like that. Dump that off. It's a really good play by Dame. He had a tough game, some freshman moments in this game, but right there was a really good play by him.
Close out, and it opens it up. Really nice play by Dawson and by Kansas.
Boozer open for three.
My favorite sequence of this game is this play and then the play that follows this. This is what Duke has done all year so far, this little pin down action with Gungba and Isaiah Evans. Isaiah's going to try and curl this so he can get in the paint and either finish or throw a lob to Gungba. Kansas knows this, so Bryson Tiller is going to be aggressive here on the dribble. He's going to show help. Isaiah Evans sees it, throws it to Cam Boozer, who steps into a three. And now next possession.
The thing he said is he can't wipe the smile off his face.
From Rochester, New York, again a transfer from St. Bonaventure.
I know you heard it. Kansas yelled, same play, same play. And it was. And Duke knew it. Duke knew they were cheating it. So they're not letting Isaiah Evans come off of this down screen. Now they're playing this aggressive. So what does Isaiah do? If you're going to play aggressive, I'm going to backdoor cut. And he does. And he gets fouled and goes to the line. Same exact play, two different results because Kansas cheated the second action or the second play. So it's just a really good job by Duke and Isaiah here to know that, hey, if you're guarding this pin down screen, I'm going to backdoor and Cam Boozer's going to find me. I'm going to the line shooting 2 free throws.
If you're really good cutting, he's going to find you. Duke able to switch so many positions on the floor.
Boy, it's physical inside between Badunga and Gungba. Council finds a little room, finds Badunga, who lays.
So here again, miscommunication with Pat and Dame Sarr, kind of like in the first half, where here it is, and Gungba thinks he's just going to show, and Dame should be getting back to Melvin Council so Gungba can get back to Badunga. But he then turns and looks, and Sarr went with his man, which, you know, it happens. So I don't like that Gungba kind of just stops here and is like, hey, it's your fault. Like, you should be right here. And then the play just kind of unfolds after that. It's just it's a screw up by one, or if not both of them here with the communication, but you just got to play through it. Dame went to your guy now. You just got to play through it. Instead, it just looks like he kind of stopped to tell Dame, hey, you should be right here, and it results into 2 points for Kansas.
Over Chiller. And Chiller down with the rebound. Did a good job defensively.
Yeah, made him fade away, and that's not what Cam Boozer wants to do. He wants to get into your body where he can draw a foul.
Boozer with 10, but as you can see, just 3 of 9 from the floor.
So I'm not a fan of that shot for Cam Boozer right now. I don't think he has that touch. I'm not saying he can't develop that touch, not saying that, but in this game, like, everything was coming off hard on his hand or off hard on his hand, and just didn't feel like that was a high percentage shot by him for the low post fade. But then again, my MVP for this game after watching the film breakdown, Isaiah Evans, Malik Brown. Isaiah had a great game as well, but Malik Brown, just instant ball pressure on Badunga, who's had a really good game up to this point, to where he's thinking this back door is going to be open, but it's so much ball pressure that he can't get anything on it, and they're trying to plead for a deflection. It didn't happen because Malik Brown just is all in Badunga's grill and forces a turnover.
Amenya, backdoor cut, the kick eventually.
Again, Malik Brown had 0 assists in this game, by the way. Like, he had 0 assists, but my God, he had hockey assist after hockey assist and potential assists that were smoked layups. This is just great anticipation. He just threads the needle. Amenya stays with it. Swing, swing, bang.
Out to Caden Boozer for 3. Boozer into the front court. So who's the go-to guy offensively on this unit for Duke?
The open man.
Kansas fans making the noise right now. Caden Boozer.
It's a hell of a damn take by Caden Boozer. Caden Boozer had a couple big possessions right here for Duke. 1 of 8 for their last 8 from the field. Up 5. Kansas has some momentum here and just blows by Council. Off 2 feet strong. Nice little floater.
Change pace, change direction. And thus far in his early career, makes really good reads out of screen roll situations.
Council to drive. Floater goes.
And that's just the one thing with Caden. Like, there's pros and cons to both Caden Boozer and Caleb Foster right now at the point guard position. Caden is a hell of a floor general. Caleb's a hell of a defender. But what Caden's struggling at right now is just kind of guarding the ball. Melvin Council also is probably the fastest guy in the country with the ball in his hand. So, like, this is just a really fast player that does this to everybody. But opponents are shooting 44% from the field against Caden Boozer. They're 11 of 25 via synergy. And for comparison, like, Caleb Foster, I think teams are shooting like 23% against him, 18% against Isaiah. and as a team against Duke is like 33%. And so Caden's been the guy so far for Duke on the defensive end that teams are attacking and having a success rate. But I think Caden's going to get more comfortable as the season goes along, but it's something that, needed to be pointed out in this game.
Brown, but they don't get it. And it's Caden Boozer.
But he gives you that. So he just got scored. He scored. He gets scored on, and then he goes right back at Kansas here and scores on them. And that is a winning mentality of just moving on to the next play and making a huge bucket after you just got scored on. So Caden Boozer came up huge in those back-to-back offense possessions for Duke, and he's only going to get better for this team.
Swinging in the direction of the Jayhawks. Door cut to Brown. What a find.
I mean, of course, right? Any big play in this game, it seems like Malik Brown is also in it. Just slips a screen. It looks like he's going to go set a down screen for Caden Boozer here, and he's just going to backdoor. So it looks like he's going to set a screen. They're switching positions to set the down screen, and Kansas relax, and then bam, backdoor. Just anytime Kansas relaxed, Duke went backdoor, and it worked all the time.
Loaded again. Remains to be seen how the top part of the league sorts itself out this year.
Yeah, for most other teams, last 2 years would be good, but for Kansas.
And right there, I put that on Dame. You just got to catch this. Even if it's a little behind him, it's the right read. Again, Kansas is doubling. Cam Boozer on the catch, just station to station passing. Malik Brown's finding the cutter, and Dame's just got to catch that. Just got to catch that.
Well now for Kansas.
8 for 12 on the night, and yes, 3 misses in a row. Boozer, step back 3.
Not sure that was.
Yeah, that's just not it. I mean, that's the frustrating part about his game for me right now. I'm holding Cam Boozer on a way higher curve of a grade because he's projected, 1 to 2nd overall pick in the NBA draft. I'm not grading him like I grade somebody else on the team because he's supposed to be, the best player and a guy that's supposed to be potentially an all-star at the NBA level. And this is just a bad play. This is bad. Like, you're squaring up with 20 on the shot clock. You're up 6 with under 7 to go. Every possession now is critical in this game, in a high leverage game, critical. And you do just a small little contested step back 3 where you haven't made a shot really all night. Just, I don't like that. And John Shire didn't like that either.
Boozer, step back 3.
Not sure that was the shot right there.
6 minutes to go. Evans on top and Gumbo.
Gungba just has sneaky bounce on these lobs. It surprises me almost every time. But again, Duke catches Kansas slipping on a backdoor screen by Isaiah Evans, frees up Caden Boozer, stays with it, and now screening away on the curl. Isaiah's done a fantastic job this year of being aggressive, turning that corner, and looking for the lob first, then a shot second. And it's just something that's so good about Duke's offense is there's never any stationary. There's no stationary guys off ball. Everybody's always moving. And if they get caught standing around, the guy with the ball, like Cam Boozer right here, is going to tell Pat Gungba, hey, go set him a screen. And he does. Pat Gungba sets the screen because Cam Boozer told him to go do it. Here goes 2-man game. Go get it, big fella. What a flush.
Kansas may have some opportunities in the middle, but you got to get into the gaps.
Looking for Tiller inside. Can't get it there. Council knocks down.
So right here, this play was the play of the game. Council hitting this 3 against a 3-2 zone. The guy that hasn't made a 3 all year is the best thing to happen for Duke in this game. Because Duke's up 6, a 0% three-point shooter makes his first 3 of the season in a high leverage situation to cut it to 3. down, or basically at the 4-minute mark. And now Duke's up 5, but you'll see why that play right there was such a pivotal moment in the game for me.
Efficient second half. They're shooting over 60%. Wow.
Showtime Slim. Just simple, setting a screen for Slim. And Gongba really makes contact here. Good job by Slim just to, you know, push off of Cam's guy here to set his guy up. Gongba sets the screen. Trey White can't get around. Butter.
Evans had to get it off clock, and he buries it.
And so right now, Duke's up 8 under 4 minutes to go. Melvin Council just hit a 3 to cut it to 3 a couple minutes ago, and that's why this is going to be the play of the game, or that's why that shot was the play of the game, because of this possession and the following possession.
That's a huge bucket for Duke off the out of bounds underneath. Isaiah Evans, his range is unlimited.
His third 3 tonight. He's got 16 points. Council no. Evans the tip.
I don't know who the hell Melvin Council thinks he is, but I mean, I'd be furious if I'm a Kansas fan that a 0% three-point shooter who made his first one is now doing that and then doing this.
Took some pretty good ones at Illinois, too. Got Aaron Williams.
Redonga finally able to get it to Council. Short on the.
I mean, that shit would drive me up a wall. Like, you are a horrible shooter. You've shot 15 shots in this game. Badunga, our best player, has only shot 10. And look how you're trying to get the ball like we're playing Pee-wee. Hey, hand me the ball. Hand me the ball. Hand me the ball. Hand me the ball. I got it. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Kobe just clanked. Just awful basketball by a point guard. He is a point guard that is a facilitator, not a three-point shooter. And I never realized Bill Self's reaction in this. Look at Bill Self as that ball hit just clanks. Look at Bill Self. Watch him. He is furious because your 0% three-point shooter made 1 3 in the game, and the next 2 times he goes down the court thinking he's Jimmer Fredette. Get the hell out of here. And that's basically how Duke won this game, is because the worst shooter on the court thought he could take over.
Taking the air out of the ball, but you don't have to be in a hurry. The clock's your friend with this 9-point lead. And right now with the overplay, a slip to the basket can get you an easy one.
An easy one for.
And that's how Duke iced it right there. Again, film breakdown of Kansas against UNC. You saw that I said, hey, get their bigs and ball screen actions. Duke did it a little bit in this, but they honestly just carved them up in the backdoor action the whole game. And here they have the ball screen action. Badunga's being a little too aggressive. His high foot's higher than Cam's, and now it's just straight line drive for Cam Boozer to ice the game. Duke ends up winning by like 12 or something. I can't remember the final score right now. It's been a long 24 hours. So Duke wins by double digits after playing sloppy, starting slow. Good battle by Kansas. I think Kansas is going to be pretty damn solid this year. Darren Peterson coming back. I know they lost to UNC, but I think they figure some pieces out with Darren Peterson being out. Trey White is a bucket. He had a really nice game for them. But Dunga's going to be as dominant as he was in this game. Then you get Darren Peterson back. Kansas will be fine. Valiant effort by the Jayhawks. And now Duke faces Niagara and Howard this weekend for the Brotherhood run. And I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.